Today in Roadcraft, our paved road network on the map Kernel now extends fully east to west across the map as we move our equipment to the harbor and make very handy use of our tracked crane, the new star of the show, to put these massive timber pieces in place and progress. Paving that road in advance really paid off. So we are on Kernel, the final map of Roadcraft, and I'm driving this semi literally from this side to the other because we have some really big stuff to move. It's obviously intended to be moved with the semi, and they do that on purpose because they know that there is no way you're going to get a semi like this from one side of Kernel to the other. But if you were here last video, then you saw we are building a paved road network across this map because they made this map so difficult. I said, well, let's build a paved road network across it, right? Long story short, let's pull up the map here. Check this out. So I'm pretty proud of our project here. Now, so here's the map of, let me rotate this. Here's the map of, as I have it so far, of Kernel. Now, would you believe me if I told you that currently we have paved roads all the way from here to here to here? Well, we do. We do. And so, yeah. So since last episode, in the last episode, we connected this route here. I'll show you right here. So we got these little paved roads here. Now this paved road here, if you saw last episode, it goes all the way down to this place. Since that time, I have built a paved road from here all the way to here, where their paved road actually picks up here. We built 2 bridges here to connect all of this. Now, at the end of last episode, you saw that I got 2 new objectives. One was to locate this place. I got there by just driving east through the swamp. Luckily, this is actually really easy to traverse. I drove through the swamp. I found this place. Upon finding this place, I unlocked the construction depot. The first thing I did was I spent about 50 grand buying gasoline. Smart move, I think. It turns out that was a smart move. I bought gasoline so that, here, let me, so that I could activate all the quarries. I haven't activated this one yet because I haven't found the center of it yet. But I bought a bunch of gasoline so I could activate these quarries because I knew I wanted to build roads. Now, I built a road to this place. Look, I don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to need it, right? Well, as it turns out, the immediate objective we have here is to move these huge wooden planks into place. Over here, there's a base. So look, I'm just kind of like putting together the pieces that I see before me. I'm thinking the objective we have here is to activate this base. We need this base. We need to be able to spawn vehicles on the east side of the map. So anyway, there we are. We need to move these planks into place. It's intended for us to use a semi to do so because they are gigantic. And Kernel is a very difficult map, and I'd be willing to wager that the game doesn't think that we're going to be able to move a semi over there, so they're going to want us to come up with something creative or punish us by paving all the way there. Well, guess what? Joke's on them. I already paved a road all the way over there. That said, I haven't tried to drive this over there yet. This is the most finicky truck in the game, so this is a true test of our road network. Can we make it over there? Once we get it over there, it'll be no problem because that whole area, that whole harbor area is all paved. I want this to work because, like, every map so far in Roadcraft, I have barely skated through, running behind the ball, patching things as I went. But when I got here to Kernel, I saw how serious the map was, and I said, no, I'm going to defeat this map. Also, it's the last map, so I'm no longer in a hurry to get to the next map. This is the end. So I'm fully in completionist mode, and I'm fine with all that. So yeah, take this drive with me, enjoy our paved road here. I'm going to take you all the way to the place. That is assuming this truck will make it. Well, the way I see it, we just got to keep these front 10 wheels here on the pavement, right? At least for sure those 8. We got 2 drive axles. We need to keep at least those 8 wheels on the road. Now, you know, if you're running a route with these semis, it has to be paved all the way or they won't make it. Yeah, so, and I've personally I've never done anything with this truck. Though you unlock this truck in the very early map of Incommunicado, I've never used it because as soon as it rolls off pavement, it becomes useless, right? Is that a root truck behind me? I hear an engine. It could be my own engine. And there is a route. We're driving on a route right now, so I'm trying to stay moving here. I think that was just my imagination. Let's get this up here, then I'll dare to look behind me. Although the route that we're on... No, okay. Whoa! Oh no, I stopped to look behind me, and look what I did. Keep that momentum. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this route here, they rarely ever run it. I'm constantly having to keep an eye on it and restart it. Let's see. Are they running it right now? No, yeah, see, they run it, and then it stays empty for like 10 minutes. So we're going to cancel it and restart it. I've been doing that. I've been having a look occasionally and just canceling and restarting it because that route is supplying us with logs. 1 second. I'm going to turn down my... Oh, you know, I came here to turn down my audio, and I just had a thought. Let's turn off our HUD so it's nice and pretty dry. There we go. Right. Alright, so this part of the road you've seen, this right here, this goes down to this place. I'm still fairly new here. I think we're still under 10% complete on Kernel, so I'm still fairly new. This is the first initial place. We've been down here. I'll show you where I've paved the road beyond this. This is the road where you run that first initial route when you get here, because this is the first destination you have to reach, right? It's really nice seeing all these paved roads, because when you first arrive in Kernel, this is the most untamed wilderness, like, of all. And, okay, so the road we're about to get on, let's pull this up. The road we're about to get on, so here's the thing. We got a paved road here. This area here is paved. Here, let me get my mouse. This is way easier with a mouse. This whole area here is paved. This whole area here is paved. So yeah, again, me making the road, I made the paved road from here to here. It just seems like it's going to be a natural connection. I'm trying to see where the natural connections are going to be. And when I see what we've done, that we have a road from here to here to here, I'm happy because this is going to come in handy, I think. But that was my thinking of paving this road, is we have big paved sections here, here, and here. So we connect them, right? And that's the whole idea behind this. Anyway. So this is all new section here. I paved this just earlier today. Went pretty fast, actually. Well, this right here, all of this area is within a quarry. I spent a lot of money on gasoline so I could fire up the quarries. This was one of them. This was all within a quarry range here. There's a stretch of this road that's not, but it wasn't that hard to truck the sand in, because where we're headed to is all covered by quarry coverage. I hauled our quarry machine down south. You know, that machine is starting to really irk me really bad. The quarry machine, you know, I've used it. I've only gotten it to work on 2 maps, and they were both desert maps. Let me know in the comments below if you've had any success with that. It says it has to be parked on sand. Right, but I keep trying. I'm trying here because I desperately need some quarry action down south, because we got some more roads I want to pave. I want to pave a road south of this place. I want to build I want to build a legit network of paved roads. Anyway, I can't get it to activate. I've only gotten to activate on Sojourn and Sandswept, which are both desert maps. Anyway, let's be careful here. This is all newly paved road. This right here was really deep swamp. I had to put down a lot of sand. There's some deep holes here. It was not hard though. Not hard. Just saying, that was some really deep swamp. So I paved up to here, and this is where their paved roads pick up. There was a couple bridges, which I built those pretty easily. The second route you put together here gives you logs as a reward, so I just took 7 logs to build these bridges here. But this feels really nice because I've played... Okay, so again, if you're on the last map of Kernel, then you've played the game at least 100 hours, I would assume. You've played the game certainly enough to know the kind of things they're going to throw your way. And it's exactly the kind of thing that they would do to put you on the hardest map and require you to drive a semi all the way across it. And so I'm just so glad that I was ready for this. I was ready for it. When I saw I needed a semi, I was like, nope, I've played this game enough. I saw something was coming. I got this. And yeah, I mean, we're clearly going to make it over here. We're going to need more than just this. I don't know what all we need. I don't know. I don't even know. The things we got to move, I potentially could have moved them with... possibly with just a crane, but it would have been really hard to drive it with those big things swinging. I could have brought down the tractor crane because it's good at moving, carrying heavy objects, but that thing goes approximately 3 miles an hour. I wouldn't want to drive it all the way down here. I don't want to use any of our precious gasoline to haul it, you know, to summon it down here either. I could have possibly fit these things. You'll see how big they are. I could have possibly fit them in the back of the big cargo truck. I could have, yes, put them across the top of the cab and into the bed. I've done that before, but I was like, no, no. This game's trying to challenge me. I'm going to rise to the challenge. So let's see where these things are at. There's some that they're sitting up here. How do we get there? Okay, so we need to go in here. Wait. I'm trying to remember how I got my crane in there. Oh, I got my crane through here. Okay. So we follow this around and then straight south. Okay. Tight quarters, but we'll get in there. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's okay. We got the links. We got the links down here. If we have to, we can tow the truck out. I just got to be a little more careful. We are going this way. It's pretty tight. My guess is we may have to back this thing all the way out of here. I don't know for sure. Whoops, got a little thing there. Okay, I see where we're going. We got a total of 5 of these big, I don't know what they are, like palisade things. I don't know what you call them. 2 down here, and I've got 3 already pulled out. Now here we get to have a look at these things. Yeah, look at these. They're up there on top of that yellow container. Yeah, see, they clearly want you to use the semi. I think we could have gotten by with a cargo truck, but yeah, I'm not going to back down from the challenge. I'll meet their challenge head on. Yeah. Well, I don't know. The closer I get to this semi with this thing, I realize this thing is indeed huge. Yeah, this thing is huge. Let's see if I can lower it down here. Now you see the piece of wood I'm talking about. Yeah, see, they clearly want you to do this with the semi. They're like, we're going to make them take the most ridiculous vehicle all the way across the most ridiculous map. Right. Oh, wow. This is... Yeah, it's... Hang on a second. Yeah, this thing is big. Oh, man. Okay, hold up. Hold up here. Guys, I'm going to have to get this in place. It's going to take me a minute. Now, the problem with these panels is you can only grab them on one end. See, I got it kind of laid there. Here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to try to... pull it like this. I got it a little better. The thing is, yeah, I physically cannot attach that far end. That's wild that I cannot grab it by that end. So how do we get it in place? Like, how do we oop that end in? That is as good as we're getting it in there. That is huge. That's as good as we're getting it in there. Man, I don't even know about this. I don't know about this. Like, you know, should we could get the tracked crane down here and it would drive with these, you know. And that's kind of... I think it's... Hang on a second. I got to get a feel for this. I think its weight is really messing me up, but I can't be sure. We got to turn around here. I have a feeling that... Hang on. I'm trying to find room to turn around. I don't know if I've got it, though. Okay, I think we got turned around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, where are we going? Are we going? Yeah, we're going this way. Good, good, good. All right, we're taking this to, we're going to need, man, should I have loaded the other one? Nah, you know, I just had that thought. Should I have loaded both? I actually don't think so. This thing is so darn heavy. I think we're going to want to get another crane down here. I'm happy we got the semi down here, but I'll tell you, it took so long to load it. Let's see where we're going. I think I could have got the tracked crane down here. I think I could have used the tracked crane and walked this stuff down here faster. All right. 2 of the planks go there, and there's 3 of them right there. So we'll put those there. So we'll take this truck up there. Is there a way up there? You know? Okay, so those go there. We're also going to have to clear the area out where those go. We'll get to that. Those go there. You know, I think the tracked crane is just going to be a necessity. Look, it was all well and good. We got the semi down here, but seeing what we got to do, I think we want the tracked crane down here. Because you probably noticed, yeah, there's a crane down here that I can get in and use, but it's a grabby crane. It's not going to move this. That crane is a grabby, and it's going to be used to move the junk out of the way. We need something to lift these into place, and I think we might need the tractor crane to get close enough. But let's get up here and see. Down there is where we got to go. I'm happy I got this truck down here and loaded. That's an accomplishment. Can the truck drive through? Actually, the truck can drive through here, and the crane could drive through here. Yeah. We don't... Yeah, but that means that... But also, it means pulling the crane from where we've got it. Yeah, this is getting a little annoying. All right, here's what we're going to do. I am going to... I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to pull out our... I haven't pulled this out yet on the map because I haven't had gasoline. But now we got some extra. So, guys, I'm going to get this guy down there, and we're going to call the track crane down there. I'll meet you down there. Gotta say, I love having these paved roads here. It's a lot more fun when, instead of a route requiring it, and I begrudgingly do it, knowing it's a lot of work and etc., it's really fun when you make the decision to do it, and you make the paved roads because you want to, and then you find out you need them. It's a whole different dynamic. It's really interesting. Because I didn't mind building this at all, because nothing told me to. I was just like, hey, I'm going to watch some television and build a paved road. And then when you do need it, yeah, it doesn't feel like it has on past maps where I'm required to build it, and it's like, oh no, you know. Something I thought of as I'm still approaching the place. It's a pretty long drive. It's all paved, but it's a pretty long drive. Something I'm thinking of. We do need the semi. The crane can't do it itself. We can't drive that crane across this yard and back because of all these pipes. So the semi was a good idea. Yeah, we can't drive that crane from point to point in this yard holding one of those big planks because we've got to fit under these pipes. They made sure, they designed this place with careful precision to tick us off at absolutely every corner, at every turn. They thought ahead. And yeah, they make sure you have to navigate under these pipes. Well, it's okay. We got the semi down here. We're going to need the tracked crane up ahead. I'll check to see where we're going. We're going to need the tracked crane up ahead to put the thing in place because, yeah, I didn't want to move our HWC crane. Where are we going exactly? Okay, there's the HWC over there. We're going... Let's see. Okay, so we're going to follow this around and hook around here. Okay. I want to get this thing close-ish because the heavy crane is just so slow. And we'll get to play the little grab the stuffed animal with the grabby crane here. Toss some trash out of the way. Yeah, the claw. What is it? Yeah, that game they have in front of Walmart. The claw. We get to play with one of those up here. Hopefully it's better at grabbing stuff. Oh, look at that boat over there. I just noticed those boats. Oh, that's cool. The scenery here is something else. Let's park this over here. Let's always mind where it might call the vehicle in. I have spent gasoline only to, one time I called in a vehicle and it called it in such a place where it was already wrecked. Like, it called in a vehicle, it immediately flipped over and stalled, and we don't want that. Okay, we got to turn our HUD back on here to use this device. All right, we need big crane, this guy, the Epic TC. Yes. Oh, I should have thought. Oh, yeah, always check to see where it's going to call it in. Okay, luckily, yeah. Luckily, it's... Whoops. Not drat. Just give me the darn crane, guys. I don't know. We might be able to pull... You know, we could get creative and maybe pull those... I mean, look, those beams... Or, sorry, those pipes. That's pretty high clearance. We might be able to, you know, drag one of those things in there. Well, anyway, let's get over here. Now, we can't put this panel in place yet. We gotta use the claw crane. I just wanted to get this over here. We're gonna need it. But let's see. Let's unstrap this. And yeah, I bet this thing, surely it can move with this panel. But wrong, that's not what we want. Come on, attach the panel. There we go. Let's see, how heavy is this? Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't want to try this with the wheeled crane, but this guy with its wide tracks, let's just test here, a little test. Yeah, this guy can drive with it. This is going to be... All right, guys, yeah. Some of you have said that this crane doesn't have much use, but, well, it does, clearly. Maybe, yeah, this is... Hey, look, this is a place where you need the heavy crane. This is a place where this is clearly the crane that you want. Yeah. Yep. Now let's... We're not ready to put this in place yet. Let's carefully put this down. There we go. Lay it down nice and gentle like. All right. Let's play claw here. Oh, great. Controls I don't know. Oh, darn it. Hang on a second. Okay, that goes... Okay. How do I... Alright. We got some, couple things to move out of the way. You know what? Hold up. We've got to... Yeah. It's just, look, I want to use that. It's just, we already know how to use this crane. Yeah, this is why I never get good with the claw ones, because it's like, it's an option, but you know what else is an option is this one we're already using. Darn it, don't you hate that? I swapped the shoulder buttons and it doesn't register yet. That bugs me. Sometimes, yeah, if I'm using a crane and you see that happen, that means I swapped to the other shoulder button, but it hasn't registered, and then I gotta... Yeah. Stuff annoys me. Some heavy stuff. We could redeem it as scrap or sell it. Yeah, but this map has the most clutter I've ever seen. There's so much excess scrap everywhere. I'm not even worried about this stuff. Just get it out of the way. Away with ye car. You know, if this was California, that would be like a hefty fine right there. All right. I think we're already in a decent spot to get this in place. Yeah, this crane is a lifesaver. Look at that, right into place. Let's let it swing back. Thought I was going to drop it, didn't you? Let's let it swing back. There we go. All right, that's one. That is one. What do you say? You think we can bring the panel all the way over here with this guy? I think it'd be slow. But you know what? It was really slow to load that thing, too. Trying to get it just right in that semi-trailer. This place is like a maze. I forget how to get through here. Okay, we're going this way. I mean, it's a really beautiful, well, beautiful is subjective, but I mean, aesthetically, it's a really cool, like, it's like, what do you call this look? This decorator look. This is like industrial park chic, right? As far as, yeah, as far as that goes, it's kind of cool. Where we're going is literally right over there. You know what? I just had a thought, like, can we use the other crane and hand it over the thing to this crane? No, I don't think so, but this crane actually isn't that slow when you consider how hard it was to maneuver the semi around this. And I think we've got enough clearance under these pipes to drag those panels, especially since I got an idea how we can do it. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to park this guy right here. We're going to swap to this guy. My hope is that this allows us to use the base here. It hasn't said. I looked at the objective. It didn't say. One thing I did notice about this map, Kernel has more objectives than most maps. I don't know for sure. I haven't looked ahead. I'm not into spoilers, any of that. But there's, you know, there's 4 overall goals to complete. Most maps only have 3. Kernel has 4. See, at the end of the last video, it said I completed a goal. But I was like, yeah, but I only have 7% progression. Yeah, there's 4 overall goals. I imagine there's a lot of objectives here. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have lots of fun. This map is awesome. So, yeah, we're going to drop this panel here. How about we go over here so we can see what we're doing? We're going to drop this panel right here. Like so. Now, here's what we're going to do. We are going to flip our crane around. Come on, crane. Flip around, flip around. And we're going to rotate the crane backwards and pull that thing behind us. That's what we're going to do. Oh, really? It's going to punish me like that? Really? Seriously? Is it seriously? Wait, you mean I can't pick that up? That's impossible. Hang on. Wait, I just dropped it there. Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. I thought I was going to have to flip that thing over. All right, now let's... Hang on. Let's... We want to get this pulling in a... There, we should have enough... Okay, so here's my... This is what I pictured in my head. We should have enough clearance to get under the pipes like this. And this, I think, is in the end faster than the semi. Because it took a couple minutes to get that previous one loaded on the flatbed. Ooh, just enough clearance. Oh, okay, we'll just bump it down a little bit. There we go. Real-time problem solving here in Roadcraft under the pipies. I think we got some. I think we got some clearance room now. I think that was the end of our. Okay, we're going up this way, I think. Guys, I love this crane. I nominate this crane for Crane of the Year. Essential. If we didn't have this crane, we couldn't do this job. Simple as that. We'd have to keep parking and relocating the HWC, the heavy-wheeled crane. We'd have to keep parking and relocating it. We'd be driving the semi back and forth. I think these would fit on the back of one of those big cargo trucks. But did you see when I was placing this thing on the semi-trailer, how it was rolling? That was one thing that made it so hard, is every time I'd lay its weight on the semi-trailer, the trailer would roll back and forth one way or the other and tip the thing off because the weight was compressing the suspension. If we trying to balance this on the back of that cargo truck, I imagine it'd be doing the same thing, rolling the suspension around. All right, we are going... Wait. Oh, over here? Okay, yeah, this way. All right. I never thought of driving the crane like this. It's kind of, yeah, decent idea. We'll get the best if we get a cross section of this. There we go. Let's let that kind of settle there. There we go. Okay, now we're down to only 3 left. Yeah, I'm just going to leave the crane rotated because it doesn't matter. Run over that. Darn, there's a barrel under me. There we go. All right. We are going... Oh, for a second there, my brain... I looked at the crane and my brain registered as going backwards, so I steered the opposite way. It's like, no, we're going forward here. All right, we're going to get... oh, yeah, the other 3. I've already pulled them out of position. They are... When you first get here, they're placed... You probably need the HWC to get these out, and that's why I originally brought it down here. These 3 that we're going to grab now, where are they at? They're over yonder. They are inside of a building. I'll show you where they're at, and you might need the heavy wheeled crane to get them out. I'm not sure, because you need maximum boom length and reach, and honestly, probably the supports, because you have to reach really high and far to grab them. Okay, yeah. See that building under construction that I'm pointing at right there? See that building under construction? Those 3 panels, I just pulled them out. They were in various places in that thing. So what I did was, yeah, you got to park the HWC. That's what I did down there. And you have to reach up and over all those walls and pull them out. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it might be too much for this crane, given that it doesn't have supports. It might not be able to reach that high and far out. I don't know. Wait, is this the way I go, or... Wait. How do I get down there? I am all, oh, we have to go... Oh, no. Yeah. Wait. Unless... Or let's see. Wait. No, let's leave this backwards, because we might need to tow these. Unless we can grab these from here. Now, this might pull me over, though. Well, I don't want to drive this all the way over there. Here, maybe we can use this wall to brace so I don't tip over when I grab one of these. Let's see. All right. All right, here's what we want to do. We want to pull... Here, our camera back. We want to pull toward the crane first. Pull toward the crane first. Now we want to pull up. Ah, that's how you do it. There we go. That's how you do it. All right. Now we can get this up and over. Which way is my crane pointed? Okay. Actually, let's just get out of here first, and then I'll orient the crane. Oh, that's pretty clever. All right, we got this guy. All right. And let's get the crane back in the same... Okay. Let's pull this in. There we go. Trying to get it reoriented the way I had it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, the funnest methods are invented out of necessity. I did not want to drive this thing in a spiral all the way through this place just to get this slab. Now next we're going to the other location. The last 2 go in a different location. I don't know where that's at yet. And it sucks I didn't get to use the grabby crane. I mean, I would have, but you know, when I hopped in there, realized I was going to have to learn the controls, basically, right? I mean, this guy here, look, we don't even need a HUD, right? I like to play the game without the HUD. It's pretty. But when I got in that thing and realized I didn't know, yeah, I was going to have to learn it all. And then I look over and I'm like, oh, my crane is literally sitting right there. Let's get this guy in place. There we go. Ooh, it kind of free fell for a second there. It free fell for just a second, and I was like, oh, I didn't even use my e-brake. I used that without my e-brake even set. All right. Oh, wow, sun's coming out. It's a glorious day here in the harbor. We're going this way. Let's have a look at our map. Okay, so, oh, bearings, we're there. Plates are there, and they're going there. All right, so we're going, yeah, we had to go down there. All right. So we're going to hook around and go, okay. I'll probably get lost and have to look again, but I see where we're going. Yeah, we got to go down there. You know, we could shortcut it down there. Yeah, if you want to live a little crazy, want to live on the wild side, we can shortcut this. I mean, I think. I don't have this knowledge. I think. I have a gut feeling. My gut tells me this is doable. Imagine sitting in this crane doing that. Hey, how about that, guys? Shortcut, verified. All right, we got some, I have been over here once. We got, when I first originally came here, I drove around with the scout vehicle and kind of pulled some of this stuff out of the way. Yeah, I say that because this is all blocked off here. All these big tubies are in the way. Here, we'll oop this one. Let's see. Let's get this out of the way. I was able to scoot one out of the way with the scout truck, but these are notoriously hard to move. Unless you got a big crane. There we go. All right. We are right where we need to be. Here. Again, as long as we have a big, heavy crane down here. Man, I love this thing. It's so heavy and so mobile at the same time. Let's get this pipey moved over here. All right. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, what crane can do that kind of work and be just instantly moving again? Yeah, I'm going to gush about this crane a little bit. It's saving the day. Look, guys, this crane is the star of the day. It's saving the day. Grab these guys here. No, because it was annoying. There we go. We got it turned around now. I had to get my hands coordinated to turn and drive at the same time. I was like, wait, which button should I push? There we go. There we go. Beeping was annoying. Oh, we got things to move. Piece of cake. All right, plank. Mr. Plank, you wait here. Oh. Just me, or no, this is not the best position. Let's get this parked a little flat here. There we go. This is a spot. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to put this? I mean, we could. These are good recycling. Yeah, we can plop it over here. I mean, there's so much stuff already to recycle. It's not too in the way. These aren't worth much. I mean, that'll maybe make, like, a pipe, but who cares? Let's get on with our jobby here. Well, today started off with the 18-wheeler, the semi, and ends up that the crane is the star of the show. All right. We're going to get that that last thing. Try to get my boom out of the way here. There we go. Well, so Kernel tried to defeat us, but we did not let it. Yeah, this map is beautiful and deadly. I mean, You've seen the previous 2 episodes I've done here. You've probably played it yourself. You know, everything on this map is harder than it looks like it's going to be, and engineered to be harder than literally every other map. So it's awesome. It feels great when you can conquer it and say, no, yeah, not today, sir. Today we are the victor. If I can get this while I drive. You know, multitasking. There we go. This guy into place. And this is about complete. I'm eager. Oh, let's turn our HUD back on. A lot of times I have that off, and then I miss when the mission's complete. I wish there was some kind of in between, you know, like where I could hide like all of this information here. I mean, I don't know what like as in, I don't know. There's way too much on the screen. Yeah, and the only way to get rid of it is to turn it all off, I guess is what I'm saying. Because I think I have everything else off. Don't I? Let me check. I think I have everything else off. Hide hints on. Hide control hints. Oh. I could turn... Yeah. We could do that. So, fair. Fair. There we go. I mean, that's a little lighter on the HUD action, but... Whoops, I have the crane face backwards. That's right. I knew that. Alright. Let's get this last guy in place here. Wait for it to come in place. Come on, why is it not... There we go. Objective complete. Oh, we're so close to level 20. So close to level 20.
What do you say about some more work in the machine yard? Please don't tell me you were hoping to be done here after fixing that flood wall. Oh, you were? Well, sorry about that. But we're going to need that yard to fix this entire region. With that in mind, better stock it up with spare parts and make sure it has a viable supply route. This will be a common theme from now on.
All right.
Convoys can't just go anywhere on this terrain. So
yeah, but they can if you pave the highways everywhere. All right. She says thanks for all the roads. Thanks in advance for all the roads you're going to build. What she doesn't know is I built the roads in advance. Right? Okay, let's just have a look real quick. So, supplied, machine yard with parts. All right. We already have a paved road. Look at that. Guys, so if you haven't played on Kernel yet, that's the secret to success. Look at that. We already have a paved road. We already have the road paved. The infrastructure route's going to be no problem at all. It's been a great day here on Kernel. I've been really enjoying this. Yeah, tell me how you guys do it. This is what I decided to do is, and what I intend to do is I don't intend to wait for the next thing to crop up. I plan on, as soon as I get around to it, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a road down south here. I don't know what's down there, but something's down there. And so I'll find out. I'm going to do this here. See, one of my objectives, there's a main objective down here. So I'm going to pave a road on my way down there, which is what I did over here. It worked out here. So let me get my mouse back while I sign off here. So we've got a road from here to here to here. The next thing, yeah, we're going to build one down here. It can't possibly be a bad idea. Yeah, so that's what we're doing here. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to get this stuff tidied up and see what comes next. I'm going to build that road going down south. I'll catch up with you guys then. Be sure to comment and subscribe and follow along for more, guys. Having a lot of fun here on Roadcraft. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I will see you next time. Thanks a lot. Peace out.